Welcome to 5 Minutes of Momentum. These episodes are a short 5-minute burst of inspiration, motivation, and massive action. If you need that little kick up the butt to get things moving and to inspire you to take massive action, then every single Thursday I'll be sending you through a 5-minute episode to download, digest, and implement to finish your week off strong. Are you ready to get started? Let's go. Marketing is not a sales strategy. Marketing is not sales. I want to talk to you about this, and I might get a little passionate, but because I feel like it's one of the missing pieces that affect so many women in business, because they feel like they're doing all the marketing efforts, but it's not translating to sales. And if we're only doing the marketing efforts, but we're not doing the sales strategy, then we're missing and leaving so much money on the table. So what do I mean by this? Marketing is the attraction, right? It's getting more eyes on your business. It's building brand awareness so more people know who you are and what you do, and it's attracting people into your realm, right? It's bringing them in, but it's not actually causing them to make a decision to buy. So they're creating this area of like, oh, this is kind of nice, I'll check this out, but it's up to you to then utilize those eyes and direct them to where you want them to go. A lot of the time we don't communicate effectively where we want people to go and what they should buy from you, that we often leave people up to make their own decisions around this. And there is two parts to this. So yes, obviously we want them to make their own sales decision, but as the expert, the person that is able to help them with the problem they're experiencing, it's up to you to guide them which solution is going to be the best fit for them, right? So you're communicating the solution and they still get to decide whether they want to work with you or not, or what they want to invest with regards to it, right? But you need to be communicating the solution. So what often happens is that we end up like almost being so caught up in the fear of the rejection or fear of sales in general, that we end up just hoping, wishing, and praying that people will find the button to buy, or they will book that discovery call, or they will come to find the right place on your website in order to then take the next step. But we need to be guiding people. We need to be communicating the problem that they're experiencing. We need to communicate the desire that they really want and the outcome that they're looking for, and then direct them to the solution so then they know it's the right thing for them to buy. People want to buy based on certainty, and a sales process actually supports that. Whereas a lot of the time I just see so many people so fearful of sales that they are stuck in this place of like, I don't want to be salesy, icky, or sleazy. I don't want to be pushy. I don't want to be using disgusting tactics. And I actually did a thread on Threads recently asking people like, share with me a couple of icky sales experiences that you've had. And I want to share them with you because this is what I feel like is missing, because a lot of the time we are doing the things that we see other people doing thinking that's sales, and it's not sales. Okay, so let me share with you. One was making things feel super exclusive, almost like you're missing out, right? We always want to use a little bit of FOMO, but then hounding them to make a decision. Hounding is never good. You don't want to add that pressure on. We can utilize urgency, yes, but we don't want to be pushing people to make a decision to the point where it actually irks them enough to then run away from you. The other one was make people make a decision on a sales call. Not everyone has the ability to digest all the information from a sales call in order to buy it right then and there. It's so important that we understand different customer buying strategies. And this is what I teach in one of my programs, because I want people to be aware of the fact that you will most likely attract the strategy that you like, right? What your strategy actually is to buy. So we all have an internal strategy that our brain follows in order to get the information, digest the information, and to decide whether we want to invest or not. And so we will attract similar people that also follow the same process. So some people are at certain amount of time that they need to pass before they'll make the decision. Other people are criteria based, and other people are there are 3 times convincer. So they need a little bit more information. They need time to actually have their questions answered. And so getting an answer on a sales call straight away, especially in this market, I feel like one of the biggest things that's happening I'm seeing in the market right now is that people are needing longer to make a decision, and being hounded is not the way to get people to buy. And the other reason why people might not be ready to buy is because they don't actually see the value in working with you yet, because you have not communicated your value effectively, which is another part of the sales process. And it's not just marketing. Marketing is attraction. Marketing is drawing more eyes in and letting them know more about your business, yes, but the sales part is communicating value based on your customers' needs. So when you meet your customers' needs and communicate the value based on what's important to them, and it's the right time, it's the right fit, they will absolutely say yes. You don't need to actually use those disgusting tactics of pressure or blame or fear. Like a lot of the time I see this other tactic that gets used where it's like they make you feel so horrible for not investing, or make you feel so horrible for actually staying in the problem that you're experiencing. And it's like, shaming someone into buying is the most horrible tactic I've seen yet. So please, you do not need to use that tactic. And I'm sure if you're listening to this podcast, you do not do this, but you've probably experienced it or you've probably seen someone else try to use it. So I want you to know that you do not have to use those tactics in order for you to be able to sell effectively and in a way that feels good for you and for your customer. And it's making sure that you are conscious of those tactics and also figuring out a better way to communicate your value and meet your customers' needs, and convert them from content, right? Because like I said, content or marketing is not your sales strategy. We really want to think about how we're guiding and nurturing them to get into the consideration phase and then to get them into a space where you feel comfortable then giving them the opportunity to convert. So I hope this episode has served you. I hope it's made you think about sales a little bit differently, because sales can be an enjoyable part of your process. It doesn't actually have to be so disgusting in order for you to make good sales and make good money in your business. All right, enjoy the rest of your week.